Hey everyone, and welcome back to Chase K Plays, and I'm still just a Bill. Well, I'm actually Chase, but the series is called I'm Still Just a Bill because we're playing the Pokemon trading card game, but this time it is a hacked version, a revised version. It's Pokemon TCG Generations, which adds a ton of new cards and skills and a whole new typing. They've added dark typing to this. No steel typing, but they have added dark typing to this. And it's rad. I'm just having so much fun. This is even normally, it's going to come out the same time that it usually comes out. But I'm recording this way before because I just want to keep playing this video game. We have beaten Sarah and Amanda a couple times now. I think Amanda maybe only once, but Sarah a few times. We probably should go up and start working on this guy so that we can get to the Club Master. But let's just a warm up. I want to go back to Sarah. I also don't 100% remember our deck other than it's a lot of lightning Pokemon. So why don't we just jump in with a quick dip with Sarah. It's a little pool humor for you. And she is the easiest. I wouldn't say she's necessarily the easiest card player in the game, trainer, I guess, if you want to talk about in Pokemon terms, but she does offer the game with the least amount of prizes required to win. So just having a 2-prize game, these games can go very quickly, and it gives us a chance to get a lot of cards out of the deal. She would need a basic Pokemon to start with, though. I think a lot of Sarah's Pokemon were also weak to lightning, which I know it's electric in the actual Pokemon game, so we call it lightning here in the trading card game. And Amanda was more weak to grass Pokemon, so there's a lot of reasons why we should take on Sarah more often. Okay, Rookidee. I can't remember if we got the whole evolutionary line. I think we do now, so that's not a bad option. Oh, we can start with Grubbin, who does have a pretty quick attack. Yeah, we can Iron Grip, and that can paralyze, and that's real nice to begin with. Although Rookidee's also pretty good because it has that Energy Search ability, and Energy Search can search for a basic energy card, so it does kind of just draw us a card. And how much energy do we have in our hand right now? Is it just the one? It is just the one, but we do have 2 energy searches, so we are going to find a lot of energy cards relatively easily. We also have a Pokeball, so we could potentially evolve Rookidee. Let's start with Rookidee. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then we'll throw Grubbin on the bench. Hey, we get to go first. That doesn't happen very often. And we drew another energy. Okay, so we'll throw an energy on Rookidee. And I think it might make sense just to grab all these cards and thin our deck. So let's go grab another lightning energy. Oh, we can actually look through our deck and just remember. So yes, we can get up to Magnezone. We do have Corvisquire at the very least. And we have up to a Vikavolt, so our Grubbin can also go all the way. There might just be one of each of those. Charge-a-Bug. Okay, so I don't see the Corviknight, so that must be one of our prizes. Okay, sounds good. So then let's Energy Search again. Grab another Lightning. And then let's use our Pokeball and see if we can get that Corvisquire. We cannot. Okay. Well, we've already played our energy, so we'll use Energy Search. Grab another Lightning Energy. So we're just pulling tons of cards out of our deck at this point. And hopefully that means we get a bunch of gas going on after that. So she gets Energy Boost, which is very much the same thing as ours. In fact, maybe it was called the same thing. Was ours called Energy Boost? I think I can't remember. But hers doesn't do damage. So that's nice. Oh, but it actually does just put the energy on. Okay, so it ramps that way. Super Rod doesn't really help us. What was ours called? Energy Search. And hers is called Energy Boost. Okay. That makes sense. got nothing else on the bench. She's possibly... So the Whirlwind doesn't matter here, because she doesn't have anything to Whirlwind out into. But I think doing the 20 damage here is good enough, because she's probably going to evolve to Seadra next turn. So I'd rather get as much damage as I can, knowing that Seadra is probably coming out. I think you could argue... Okay, smokescreen. Well, that could buy her another turn. You could argue I should have gone for Energy Search there to thin the deck out a little bit more, and then I could use Whirlwind on the next turn, because then it would be 10, 10, and 20. That would equal 40. But if she evolved to Seadra, then that would have screwed up the math a little bit. Another Energy Search. Okay. Would have been really great to get Corvisquire there, but that's all right. We'll just thin the deck even more. Let's throw an energy on Grubbin. And not much else to do, although... Well, so Smokescreen... Let me read Smokescreen again. If the defending Pokemon attacks during your opponent's next turn, they flip a coin. If tails, that attack fails. So this is unlike Agility. So Agility works that if this Pokemon, this Horsey, had Agility, I would have to flip the coin, or I think they might actually get to flip the coin to see if my attack does damage or not. With Smokescreen, it's against my Pokemon. So right now, it's actually against my Rookidee and not against my Grubbin. So I think what I can do is retreat, bring in Grubbin, and Grubbin can attack without having to worry about the Smokescreen, because it was just the thing that affected Rookidee. Yeah, okay, this is a paralysis check. I was like, oh no, it still works. But yeah, okay, so we just won, because she has nothing on the bench. So even though we don't have all the prizes, she has no active Pokemon, and that means that's a win for us. Really quick win. So we'll grab a couple packs, see if we get anything good. Another Corviknight. Okay, that's helpful. I don't think we have 2 Corvisquires, though, so we're going to need at least another Corvisquire to make that useful. Pincurchin. We haven't seen this one before. That isn't a lightning Pokemon. We like that. Stun Needle. That sounds like a paralysis attack, which it is. And then Cry for Help. Each player randomly selects basic Pokemon from their deck to fill their bench. Ooh, I think that probably ends up helping the opponent more than us. I think we need big basics. And I don't think we have big basics right now. And when I say big basics, I'm thinking of like the original Pokemon trading card game decks that were out there, the Haymaker decks that used Hitmonchan and Electabuzz and things like that. If we had some good Electabuzz cards, then I could see Pincurchin being pretty useful. But I think at this point, this is probably just something to keep in our back pocket. Maybe something we use another time. We've seen some of these cards before. Potion's nice. Pichu wasn't very good, right? Yeah, I didn't really like Pichu all that much. Okay. A Greninja, we've got one of those. Another Oak, that's really big. Oak is so good in this game. Even this slightly nerfed Oak that we have in this game, it is in this hacked version of this game, this mod. Oak is still an incredible card that's definitely going in our deck. Dragalage, Salazzle, Swellow. Do we have a Swellow? I know we have Talos. Once per turn, you can flip a coin. If heads, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. It's pretty good. Pretty good. And then Brave Bird. That's a lot of energy for not a ton of damage. Three energy for 50 damage, and you do 20 to yourself. Isn't that great? But the rest of it's pretty good. Take a Tank, Weasel, Sandile, Helioptile. This wasn't very good. We do have the evolved version. I think we have one other Helioptile, but this was not a particularly great one. Again, if we had big basics or something, maybe you could make an argument for this, but I don't know about that. Okay. Let's now go into our deck. And we absolutely know that we want to throw in that third Professor Oak. That's really good. And maybe that third potion? I don't think we need 3 potions, honestly. I think we're actually okay without it. Super Rod's pretty good, but I think if we're just going to take on Sarah again, which we might, just to see now if we can get another Corvus Squire, I don't think she's going to knock out much of our stuff, so I might not need it at the moment. Yeah, okay, so we only have the 1 Squire. Not amazing. We could take out this Tailo, but this Tailo does have agility. Agility is so good. Yeah, I think for now you probably do just take out that, so we can put in... didn't we get somebody that we liked here? No, I guess we didn't, did we? Well, yeah, okay, just put the Tailo back in. Okay. Well, we got the oak. Alright, let's go against Sarah one more time. These button prompts are so fast. Alright, let's duel one more time, Sarah. Oh, I have no basics. That's not great. That's too bad, because this is a pretty good hand. Drawing 4 cards with bills. Okay, we got a Magnemite. Ooh, that's a little rough. It could be okay, though. She's got a couple bench Pokemon. That's... Okay, we get to go first. That's a big deal. We got a Magnezone. Okay, if we can get a Magneton, now we're in business. Let's get another energy. And let's grab another one, just thin that deck out. The energy on Magnemite. Use Metal Sound. Maybe get a Confusion. Yeah, look at that. Okay. So that might stop the energy boost, although it wouldn't matter because we can... Yeah, she's not even putting energy on the horsey. She knows that it's over. Pokeball. Can we get a Magneton? Yes! Okay, I think we're in business. As long as they're not both in our, okay, yeah. In our prize pool there. Alright, we evolve to Magneton. We throw another Lightning Energy. And we can Thunder Wave. This doesn't matter. It's nice anyway. And then next turn, I don't think we've actually ever gotten to use Magnezone. So that'll be cool. Get some Energy Search, sure. Flail doesn't help you out here. Potion, that's not bad. Alright, I do want to check. Because I could just use Magnet Release. For each energy attached to the defending Pokemon. So this does 40 right now. But you're weak to lightning, so this will kill. But does Magnezone... Magnet Bomb. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure we weren't going to screw ourselves if we tried to evolve this all the way. Back to Pokemon's lightning. You can attach a basic from your hand. But yeah, sure. Sure, we'll do that. It wouldn't have hurt us anyway. And we'll choose Magnezone, and this doesn't matter, but we'll throw that on here, and it still doesn't matter, but we'll throw a potion on. Just to assert dominance. Magnet Bomb for 100. That's pretty good. And we'll take another win from Sarah. These are not difficult matchups. It's not supposed to be difficult. You are really just trying to grab enough cards here to have ourselves, to give ourselves enough of an edge when it goes to going against some of the harder trainers. A Lucario. We haven't seen a Lucario before. Precognitive Aura and Aura Sphere. Once per turn, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Attach 1 basic energy you find to one of your Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. That's really pretty good. And that doesn't even have to be your active Pokemon to do this. So that's really nice to be able to get a basic energy of any type, not just fighting type, and attach it to any one of your Pokemon. That's also really good. We might have to consider bringing in Lucario when we, need a fighting type deck or need to splash fighting types for some reason. And then we've got Aura Sphere, 30 damage plus 10 for each energy attached to the defending Pokemon. So very similar to our Magneton ability. It's not bad. Another Swellow. And another Energy Search. I think we already have 4 Energy Search. Another Potion, that's fine. Another Greninja. Ooh, another Bill. There you go. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Well, let's add in that Bill. Third Bill. And you know what? I am going to add back in the Super Rod. And I think I'm going to take out the Tailo. What? Okay. How many? Oh, I'm at 61. I thought I added 2 cards and I've only subtracted 1. There you go. That's why. You dummy. What do you take out? Maybe an Energy Search. It is a little unnecessary since we have all this ability to like go through our deck with Bills and Oaks. Maybe we can maybe one less Rotom Dex actually. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Do we want to take on Amanda? Or I think we just jump into you, Joshua. I've done that. Yeah, I did. I am pretty good. All right, Josh. Let's see what you got. Sound of the Waves deck. Grubbin and a Shinx. Shinx Roar isn't great. Don't love that on the first turn. Spark is pretty good, though, for turn 2. Grubbin has a better first attack. And I guess Energy Boost isn't bad either. And I suppose, even if Grubbin dies, we probably Energy Boosted onto Shinx already. We've got an Oak in the hand if we just wanted to, and a Bill, so we can just kind of go for broke early. Let's go with a Grubbin. We're really going to hope that we get to go first. Nope. Okay. Wingull. So this definitely has to be weak to lightning. We should be very good here. Fetch just draws a card. Okay. Still pretty good. Alright, let's Bill first. Get a couple cards. Switch and a lightning energy. Okay. I guess we probably should have used Energy Search first to thin out the deck a little bit more. I don't really want to use this Oak and lose out on all these energy cards that I've got right now. Let's just use this again. Grab another energy. Maybe we can go a couple turns before we use that Oak. You know, we haven't really been forced to use our Oak yet, because we'd want to use our Oak to be able to, get Charge Bug or something. So for now, since we have not been damaged at all, I would have loved that to paralyze, but okay, not too bad. That could be a little scarier. We When you play this Pokemon from your hand, heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon. All right, that's really good for them. Oh, energy removal on us. Oh, and you have to flip this time for it. Uh-oh. Well, sorry for them. Magneton. Okay, we'd really like a Magnemite before we use our Oak. Now we can use Energy Boost. Throw an energy from our deck onto Shinx. So now we can Spark with Shinx. Probably not next turn. Maybe the turn after that. This doesn't hurt us at all. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you're just healing up. You healed 20. Oh, whoa! Okay. That's pretty good. The attack doesn't do a whole lot, but drawing 3 extra cards. That works very nicely with its Pokemon power and then adding potions to the deck. That's cool. That's cool tech. We drew a bill. All right, let's use our bill. A Rookidee and a Lightning Energy. Okay, we'll throw a Rookidee on the bench. All right, we know that you only got a retreat cost of 1. That's not too bad. Could go to Shinx. Shinx can Spark. And Spark deals 10 damage to one of my opponent's bench Pokemon. So just doing a little bit of damage to Seal, who's also weak to Lightning. And that would be putting Pelipper on a 2-turn clock. I think that's the right way to go. So I think we retreat for Shinx. Use our energy on Shinx. We could have also used Switch there, but I don't think it really matters with Grubbin. Energy is not our problem right now. So we'll use Spark. Deal 10 to Seal, but 40 to Pelipper. Putting some pressure on. So they did not heal this turn. So they don't get the cards. Magnemite, we love that. Okay, now we just start shoveling energy onto Magnemite. So then we should be in a great spot now. We can Spark again, do another 10 to Seal, take out the Pelipper. And then even if they're able to take out Shinx, we're in a really good position with Magneton next turn. Another Wingull. Headbutt's fine. We'll take this thing out. Potion is huge. Potion is huge. Go Magneton on Magnemite. Is there a reason we just switch to Magneton right now? No, because we get 10 extra damage with Shinx doing its attack here. So I think that's fine. Yeah, no real reason to switch. No reason to do anything other than Spark. Okay. Another Grubbin, sure. And we've put that Wingull down to oh, it's got agility though. That's pretty good. Oh, but it missed. All right, great. And agility happens before I do the attack. That's nice. Where Smokescreen, I have to do the attack to do it. Okay, well, I think we just won. We can just Spark. And that deals 40. Josh, I gotta say, not all that impressed. I hope he gives a different type of pack than we've gotten. I think that is a new pack. I think Amanda gave Evolution and Sarah gave Coliseum. Dreadnought. Dreadnought was really good when Amanda was using it against us. That's a pretty solid Pokemon. It does have to use 2 different types of energy, though, fighting and water, so that's potentially a little rougher. But that was a pretty good Pokemon. Can potentially draw you cards or deal more damage. Jaw Lock is also pretty good. That's just a good card. A Drampaw. Does this... Okay, it needs fire. Needs fire energy, but it can at least do Dragon Breath. Dragon Breath can potentially paralyze. It is just a colorless attack, but it only does 10 damage. And then Rage is kind of like a flail, sure. It's 80 HP. That's not bad, actually. Super Rod's pretty nice. Another Charge Bug. Okay, sweet. We like that. Togepi, Temple, Houndour, Tangela, Substitute Doll. Substitute Doll. Play this as if it were a 30 HP colorless basic Pokemon. It has no attacks, can't retreat. If this card is KO, your opponent can't take any prize cards for it. That's really good. On your turn, you may discard this card. Use the Pokemon Power menu. That's really good. We might want to use that, especially if we need to like stall to get evolutions up. The only problem is that it stalls to help the opponent too, and they can set up as well while we're doing that. Is Tangle any good? We're doing damage switching one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. Defending Pokemon's retreat cost is 1 more. Interesting. And then it does so. Yeah, you're hoping. That's a really interesting way to do Grass Knot, which in the traditional Pokemon games it does more damage the heavier. I think it is heavier the Pokemon is that you're attacking. So heaviness equaling retreat cost here is a cool way of showing that off. That's not bad. I like that. All right, our second pack. Yanmega, another Charge Bug. Okay, we've definitely gotten these packs before. Carbink. So maybe we haven't seen the evolution pack yet. Double colorless energy is really good. Oh, it's a Galarian Mouth. That's cool. Okay, nothing that really helps our decks all that much. The double colors is pretty cool, though. Okay. Not yet. Let me just put a Charge Bug in my deck. Make it a little bit more consistent. Should I add both? Are these good? Energy Boost is fine. Magnetic Storm. It's not bad. Sure, we'll take 3 of those. So now we gotta get rid of 2 cards. Shinx and Luxio, all that useful? Not particularly. I think we can take those guys out and add in. Do we use that Substitute Doll maybe? Or maybe a potion? Let's add a potion for now. Yeah. I don't think we're ready to use Grandpa yet. Alright. Let's save that. Six prizes is the real deal. Our first club master. And she's got no basic Pokemon. She's got Greninjas, Seadra. Okay. Seadra we know is weak to lightning. I don't know about Greninja. Okay, we got a Grubbin and a Vikavolt. We do have 2 oaks is bad. You never want 2 oaks in your hand because you're always going to lose one of them when you play the other. We do have a bill as well. I don't love throwing Togepi out first. But I also don't want to lose our Grubbin. I think you gotta go Grubbin. Knowing the paralysis can and the double damage, like all that's really useful. I want to put on early pressure. We'll put Togepi on the bench. And then hopefully we can get a Charge Bug very early. And also some energy cards. And we don't want to use these Oaks to lose this Vikavolt. So we are in not an amazing position right now. Unless that build just incredibly hits. And we don't get to go first either. That's rough. Okay. Oh, she can paralyze. And she does. That's so bad for us. Oh, that is so much tempo lost. Switch is okay. Switch gets us out of the paralysis. Let's bill first. Energy and a Corviknight. That's not very good. Okay. Energy on Togepi. We'll just we'll switch our tactics here and use Switch for our tactics as well. And no reason to use the rest of this stuff right now. We'll use Finding Friends. Maybe get a Rookidee. Maybe get a Magnemite. Magnemite, okay. That's not a terrible thing to put on our bench. Okay, Evolved Frogadier. She didn't put the energy on Froakie, though, so she's using an Oak. Man, she is churning through. Got another Frogadier. Oh, she didn't attack. Okay. I don't know if that's good or bad at this point. What? So Togepi has Metronome, so it can do one of these attacks. Water Duplicate. Which for a substitute dollar Froakie, that doesn't help us at all. And Water Splash. This can bounce one water energy card attached to this Pokemon to your hand. That doesn't help us at all either. These are bad attacks to Metronome. Tree cost is 1. We could bring in either Magnemite or Grubbin. Oh, we're in a bad position, I think. I think I'm going to put this on Grubbin. Vikavolt needs... It can just do a one energy attack, which is nice. And Electro Cannon does a ton of damage, but you can only do it once, right? Yeah, it discards 3 energy. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Found another Magnemite, okay. She is fine just setting up. Super Rod doesn't particularly help us right now. It is something I don't mind throwing away with Oak, but we need to have... I'll put one on Magnemite. I think maybe at this point... Okay, go with me on this one. I think we can retreat to Magnemite and potentially confuse this Froakie. And even if they take it out, then I can use the Super Rod next turn to get the Magnemite and all this lightning energy back. Could also go to Grubbin. I think Magnemite's the right play. So we'll use Metal Sound. And got the Confusion. That's good. She hasn't been attacking with this thing anyway, so it's probably fine. Oh, this is not weak to Lightning. And she brought it to Greninja. We're in a bad spot. Oh, that's so bad. It's got Rain Dance. Rain Dance is really good. Oh no! She oaked, so she's just gonna get a bunch more energy in her hand now. That's really bad. She got a second Greninja. Oh, you don't need to do this. Come on. Oh, okay. Oh, she didn't take it away from... Huh. That's interesting. Why didn't you take it away from Magnemite? Because she's just gonna kill Magnemite? This only does... No, it does 40, yeah, okay. Woof. And 10 to everything else. That is awful. Oh, we are so screwed. Alright, well, the best thing we can do now is Grubbin and hopefully Paralyze. Actually, you know, damn it. I was gonna say, I'd like to Oak and then Super Rod. I can't do that. I have to Super Rod first. Yeah, you might as well just get the cards back. Probably should have just taken all energy there. I don't think I really needed that. Wait, where to... Oh, did it shuffle in... Does that shuffle in my deck? Into the deck. Oh, that's so bad. I thought it went to your hand. Oh, no. Okay, we're taking Super Rod out. I'm sorry I ever said anything good about Super Rod. Oh, that's so bad. Alright, well... Oh, no. Alright, well, the Grubbin doesn't matter anymore. So we can definitely... Oak, but this is really bad. It's gotta be Magnemite. We need to confuse this thing. Got an energy, so we can play that on Magnemite. And we might as well Oak. There's no reason not to anymore. Potion, that's... doesn't matter. It doesn't keep us alive. There's no reason to use it. So we'll just try Metal Sound. Didn't work. Alright, this one's over. This one's over. Unfortunately, there's still just no way to concede in this game. So we have to play it out. Yeah, that sucks. We just had a really slow start. Alright. Well, let's play it like we're actually playing it, right? So we'll use Finding Friends, and I don't know what we get. Another Magnemite? Okay. So we could confuse it. But oh, she's got a Kingdra now too. We're so screwed. We're so dead. We're so dead. Oh man. Sure, another Seadra. Yeah, this is just, she's so fast, especially now that she has Rain Dance. Rain Dance decks, they were good when the TCG first started. They're still good. They're still good. Switch does not help us at all. Got the confusion. This doesn't matter. She can... I think even if she tries to switch out, she still has to flip. She made it anyway. It's fine. Woof. Okay. So the question is, do we want to adjust our deck to be more grass-based, knowing that the Greninjas are probably the bigger threat than the Seadras, Kingdras? I think we probably just play her again and see if we can get a luckier draw. God, that's wild how many oaks she had there. She was just churning through her deck. Togepi to Togetic. That's interesting. Was Togetic any good? It has a 2 energy metronome, which is pretty sweet. And it searches for evolutions, so yeah, I think this time we actually do start with Togepi instead of Magnemite. We extremely need to go first. Damn it. If we'd gone first, I think we would have had a better shot at this. This is gonna be so tough. Okay. That paralysis did matter because we want to be able to use our ability here. The next paralysis doesn't matter because we'll evolve. Oh, that's actually really good. Because now we don't have to use Togetic to find... Well, I guess it probably wouldn't matter at that point. I should probably build first just so we have all that stuff. Okay, energy search. With potion, this might be okay. I get to search for my decks. It's not just a random one. Okay. I was wondering if we didn't want to use Finding Friends, but we do. Okay. Grubbin, sure. It's a good one. It has a lot of evolutions, so we can use that with Togetic. Frogadier. Okay. We will Lightning Energy onto Togepi. We will evolve to Togetic. We will use the Pokemon power and go find a Magneton. We will play that Magneton. I don't think we need to potion, so we can just use Metronome, which will use one of her bad attacks. They're both bad. Water Splash, I guess. They're all... Oh, what? I don't understand that one. Okay. I don't have a substitute or a Proki, but man, you know what? Thinking about this, knowing that we had Metronome, we probably should have thrown in the substitute doll. Just knowing that we could have searched for it potentially. That's a bit of a fringe case, but it's kind of come up twice. So that's going to do 30. Okay, so now we can use our potion. Yeah. So let's use our bill first. Energy and another potion. That's really good. Okay. Lightning Energy on Magneton. Evolve it to Magnezone. Correct Pokemon's a lightning Pokemon. You can attach one basic from your hand to one of your Pokemon. So we can't do that because Togetic doesn't count for that. But when we switch out, we can do that next turn. We can switch out this Togetic for Magnezone. It does have a 1 retreat cost. That's not bad. We did play the lightning, right? Yeah. Okay. Metronome again. Just use the water duplicate. So this thing's in death range for Magnezone if she doesn't evolve it. She does not. Okay, we can take this thing out. That's good. That's big tempo loss for her. Another Magneton. Oh, darn, we should have used our Pokemon power for grubbing. Okay. Well, I guess that's fine. This doesn't have to be in the active role, does it? So we can get Charge Bug. Use Charge Bug on grubbin. Put a Lightning Energy on Magnezone. And now we can retreat for Magnezone. And then use Magnezone's Pokemon power, because now we have a Lightning Pokemon in the active spot. So put this on Magnezone. And now we can use Magnezone's attack. Take out the Frogadier. Okay, that's good. Another Charge Bug. It's fine. Cannot be paralyzed here. Okay. Ooh, that's big. Corvus Squire. Got a lot of evolutions that we can't do much with. Get the Vikavolt. Play the Vikavolt. We only have one Lightning Energy in our hand, so it doesn't really matter for the ability on Magnezone. Fighting Pokemon is now confused. It has the same amount or more energy attached than this Pokemon. It deals 20 damage. So it always confuses, which doesn't matter because it's dead anyway, but that is interesting. Okay, this is good. Oh, Energy Search is nice. So if we draw another energy, we can use Magnezone's ability. Oh, she's fetching. That's good. That's good. She's searching for outs. Rotom Dex is pretty good. Let's use Rotom Dex and see if our next cards are any good, and if they're not, then we can use Energy Search. Or we use Energy Search first, because we know we want to play a Lightning Energy. Yeah, that's the better way to do it. Let's grab the Lightning Energy first. Play the Lightning Energy on Vikavolt. Then use the Rotom Dex. I think we take the energies, and then we'll shuffle our deck and not take the basics. I don't think we really need the basics at this point. And there's no reason to potion, so we will just Magna Bomb. Okay, we're getting there. Another lightning, that's really good. Okay, so we're guaranteed 2 lightning energy next turn. Energy boost is fine. So we'll play this on Vikavolt. And let's use the Pokemon power. Put this on Togetic, I guess. We also don't... We can just use this to keep getting cards out of our deck. We should have been using this every turn. What? Yeah, I haven't done this yet. Okay, well that was maybe a weird bug. Yeah, I think you just keep attacking. Don't worry about it. Okay, we know we have an energy search coming up next, so we don't even care if she has energy removal. Pokeball's nice, we like that. All right. We'll have to check what she has in the back at this point, because I don't want to get caught with my pants down here. So let's energy search. And then kind of what the... having a second Magneton's probably good just in case something really goes off the rails. So sure. Let's grab another Magnemite. Or we grab the Rookidee and then use Togetic's Pokemon power to go find the Corviknight. Because we have the Corvisquire in hand. No, I just think we want the Magnemite. It's just a better Pokemon here. Because we don't have another Magnezone. So, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Let's just take the Corviknight anyway. Okay. And then... Lightning Energy on Magnemite. We were gonna check what she has in the back. It's a Winkle, so we're fine. We've only seen, even if she has the Pelipper can only do 20 damage. We've seen. So, no reason to potion. But also no reason not to potion. There's no reason to put ourselves in danger at this point, so we just heal up the damage anyway. And basically put this game out of reach. And we lost out on 10 healing there, potentially, but it's so much more important to just make sure that this Magnezone lives. It's our best card. She bought herself a turn. So that's the argument for keeping the potion, is that we could have healed 30 of the 40 damage that we would have had instead of just 20, and now we've got 20 on our guy. But again, I think we are all right here. This is fine, especially now that we have a second Magneton. We got Vikavolt that can do huge damage when it's ready. Like we are ready for anything right now. We only have one prize. She only has one thing in the back. Like, this is all fine. I suppose we use Togetic's power. Grab that Charge Bug. I think that's the only thing we've got left in the deck, is that one Charge Bug. Yeah. That we can grab from this. So, just deck thinning at this point. Nothing else that we can play here. The attack doesn't work. Yep. Did you buy yourself another turn? Yes, you did. Okay. All right, this starts to get concerning if she does this another time or two. But we got it now. All right, our first club medal. No need to do anything else. Let's just take her down. Woo! See, that was a whole lot better than the first match. Now, she gives 3 packs, I believe. I believe all the club masters give 3 packs. That's a nice start. Oh, she just gives us a Greninja, which we very much don't need. We have so many Greninjas already. I would rather... I'd rather packs, but... It's not even like a promo Greninja. We did get evolution packs, though. So I don't think we've gotten evolution packs then. So let's see what these are. Spirit Tomb. That might be pretty good. 50 HP is not very good. Pokemon Power Spirit Wall. If an attack, including your own, deals 30 or more damage to this card, prevent that damage. Okay, so it's like a Mr. Mime a little bit. I like that. And then it does 30 damage if defending... It does another 30 damage if the defending Pokemon is affected by a status condition. It's kind of whatever. Okay. Pelipper... An Eevee? Okay. Don't we have something that works with this Eevee? No. That was that was a previous attempt, I think, where I got Umbreon cards. Okay. But, you know, Eevee's still potentially good. Especially if we get a Jolteon with this deck. That could be alright. This just searches your deck for a Pokemon. Any Pokemon. Doesn't even have to be an evolution. That's pretty good. Rowlet, Trapinch, Elekid. Okay. Heal all damage, status conditions, and effects affecting this Pokemon until end of the duel. Replace this card with a copy of Electabuzz from your deck. Sure, we need an Electabuzz, but that's not bad. And Gather Energy. If defending Pokemon has a Pokemon Power, search your deck for a basic energy attached to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle. Them needing a Pokemon Power is a little bad, but eh. Oh, evolution and a mystery pack. She's giving us different kinds of packs. Seismitoad, Polipitoad, another double colorless, another Luxio. Okay, if we get a Luxray, maybe we're in business. Dunsparce, are you good? Draw 2 cards, then switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Eh. Guess that's pretty good, like on turn 1. It's not amazing. Bagon, Halucha, Duskull, Tangela, Ghastly, Temple. We got the whole Temple line in a single pack. Seismitoad any good? And also needs 2 different kinds of energy. Meh. Laboratory. We have not gotten a Laboratory pack, so these are all brand new cards to us. Omastar, a Hakamo, right. Relicanth. Oh, we needed a Relicanth. We can trade this. It's kind of a shame. I like Relicanth as a Pokemon. Search for 2 mysterious fossils. Put them into your hand. That's interesting. I can see the tech there. Then Amnesia. Select one of the defending Pokemon. They can't. Oh, that's so good. Some Pokemon only have 1 attack. Like that Greninja only had a single attack and the Pokemon Power. Relicanth just shuts that completely down. That's kind of good. Turtonator needs complete fire, but that's okay. What's Pokemon Communication do? Reveal a Pokemon card from your hand, put it into your deck, then search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. That's really good. That's incredibly good. We'll put that in our deck. Porygon. Beam is just normal 10 damage. Data retrieval, shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 5 cards. It's not particularly great. Another Magnemite. Ooh, an Abra. You can switch this Pokemon. This Pokemon's at full HP. That's an interesting hoop to jump through. I like that more than some of the other just flipping coins. That's kind of cool. Omanite, Mountsuite, Horsey. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. Let's first try to modify this deck. We want that communication. We're taking out the rod. Yeah, that rod was really bad. Should we add a 4th Magnemite? Maybe. It's one of our better cards there. Grab and Charjabug. I don't love this line. We've never gotten it to work all that well. But we also just need more cards to be able to get it consistently. Togepi Togetic's been okay. It did help us out in that last match for sure, but Cyclizar was pretty good. I mean, it has a weakness to water, but now that we're done with the water club, this might be a better way to go. I think I'm gonna add that back to the deck and take out. I don't know. Let's take out a potion. Let's save. Wait, what? No. 61 cards. I need to read those before we get out of here. Let's take out the Rotom decks. I don't actually really like Rotom decks all that much. I'd rather just get pure card draw than fix my draws. You wanted the Relicanth, didn't you? Yeah, we might as well. It's kind of sad. I like that Relicanth, but all the trades in Pokemon TCG games are generally great for you. So this might be a really good Pokemon. It needs water and fire. It is a fire Pokemon. Okay. Yeah. It does 10 damage for each of your damaged Pokemon. Not damage on this Pokemon, not amount of damage, but just if you have damaged Pokemon. Yeah. And then it has 40 that doesn't apply weakness or resistance. That's... Okay, that's actually not very good. It is an 80 HP basic, which is okay, but... yeah, Imakuni, don't see him here. And you wanted me to beat both of them, right? No? Okay. Alright, well, where do you want to go next? Is there another club that kind of makes sense? We'll go to Ishihara's house. I guess I spoiled that, but Ishihara's not here to give us anything. And the challenge hall will definitely not be open yet. Nope. You need two ladies on the other side of those steps to have that. Challenge Cup isn't being held right now. Waiting for the Challenge Cup to begin. Okay. Nothing to find there. We could go lightning on lightning. But our Rookity would be weak to that, so I guess we don't necessarily want that. Let's go. Let's go Grass Club and just see what we get. We can always switch up the deck if we need to. Okay, do I have an Applin? I don't. Sure. 4 prizes. All right, Brittany, what you got? Decidueyes. Okay. A little scary. Still none of them. Defenders. Rare Candy. Rare Candy's a pretty scary card too. We only have a Grubbin, but we can evolve to Charge-a-Bug. That's pretty good. And we have a Bill. Okay. Can we go first? Yay! That's really useful. Corbinite. Okay, we're gonna energy search first, grab an energy from the deck. And that'll make Bill better, although these would have been our 2. Grubbin and Oak. Grubbin and Oak wouldn't have been the worst things to grab. But now we can play our Bill. Grab 2 cards that we know are not light. Well, there's one less lightning energy in the deck, right? So Togepi and a Rookity. Okay, those are cool. We can put both of those on the bench. What the hell hell is that? Oh, a Wurmple, okay. Lightning Energy onto Grubbin. Next turn we can do Charge-a-Bug. Let's take a look at this Wurmple here. Poison Sting has to flip, okay. Cry for Help. That's the one that fills benches, okay. That's interesting. And then a Rowlet, Lucky Find, flip a coin, if head search your deck for a trainer card. Whoa, that's pretty cool. And Skill Dive. This attack also does 10 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Sure. Yeah, we just Iron Grip. That's okay. Even if she poisons us here, we can evolve, and that gets rid of the poison. We'd still take the extra damage, though. We'd rather not get poisoned, but that's okay. So that's 10, and then we get another 10 here. But it's not the end of the world. Cyclizar, that's nice. Throw another Lightning Energy onto Grubbin. Evolve to Charge-a-Bug. Nothing else to do with that. We'll use Magnet Storm, right? Magnet Storm. Deals 10 damage to up to 3 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Yep, we're good with that. Hey, you just so happen to have 3. Okay. We'd really love to not get poisoned now. Okay. Oh, we resisted that? Wow, we have a grass resistance. Grubbin didn't have that. That's interesting. It's cool. I like that. God, we could just Oak here. But we have the Rookity already. I really would like to get a Corvus Squire before I Oak. I think we can stay in with what we got. I was gonna say let's energy boost to grab another energy, but Magnet Storm dealing the extra 10 damage to everything on her bench is pretty good too. Although it doesn't really change. Well, it does change the math if she brings another Wurmple, so yeah, you go Magnet Storm here. So if she brings in the other Wurmple, we can kill it in one turn, unless she evolves it. And the other ones, at least, were, you know, chipping away. Switch is nice. I like Switch. That's fine. That's just another thing we can add chip damage to. Potion's really good. How much? Leech Life. But Leech Life won't do any damage to us. I think actually we do heal here. No, maybe we don't have to heal here. Since we resist her attacks. I think we can wait and let her try to damage us a little bit more. We'll just Magnet Storm. Alright, so the Rowlet now is a one-turn kill. The Wurmple is going to die on the next turn if she doesn't do anything about it. This is good. This is a good spot. Call for Family is fine. We're totally cool with this. Pokemon Communication, that's exactly what we need, because now we can throw away this Charge-a-Bug. Yep. Throw away the Charge-a-Bug. Grab the Corvus Squire. Play the Corvus Squire. And I think next turn we can Potion play the Corviknight and then use the Oak. So now we'll Magnet Storm. We will take out the Wurmple. We will do this Wurmple. She might just evolve this Rowlet, so I kind of want to do the damage to it, but this, yeah, this is the safer one, because if she puts in this Rowlet as the next one, it dies in 2 turns at least. Yeah, let's do that. Double knockout. It's pretty nice. There's a Vikavolt. Okay, so we just... we don't win next turn because we don't have enough energy on this, but... Alright. That's fine. And she healed. Okay, let's hope she misses this. That's good. Alright. Well, now maybe we don't Oak, because... Although, maybe I just screwed that up. Corvisquire could have done 30 damage here. How much does Corviknight do? Okay, it wouldn't have mattered. So now we'll just be able to Vikavolt next turn. I think we Potion now, just to make sure this thing stays on the board. But we don't evolve to Vikavolt yet. Now, it shouldn't matter what she does. Well, it definitely doesn't matter now. So we can't just use our regular move, but where's the fun in that? Let's just see what our other cards are. Magnemites and Energies. We already played an Energy, so yep. Electro Cannon! Blow this thing off the moon! That'll work! This being resistant to grass is so nice. I didn't even realize that. That makes for a pretty smooth transition to this gym. Or this club, rather. Mystery Pack. Mega Tangrowth. Dunsparce for Bombi. Flapple. She needed an Appleton, right? Not a Flapple. Flapple's pretty... It's not terrible, though. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Both active Pokemon are now confused. And if you had... Wow, that's interesting. Okay. I like them encouraging you to play multiple colors or multiple types. Fire Energy, Croagunk. A dark Croagunk. That's cool. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Another substitute doll. Togekiss, okay. One mana, or one energy metronome is pretty sweet. And then Blessed Winds. If you have 3 or more evolved Pokemon in play, put your opponent's active Pokemon and all cards attached to it into their hand. Oh, that's dirty. Okay. Yeah, I think we can... Because you can also use Togetic to... Or Togetic to search for Togekiss. Wow, that's really good. That is really good. And you could use double colorless energies with this. Plus power is really good. Ooh, Volbeat's also pretty good. It has a resistance to grass. Maybe that's useful for this gym. That's really good. A guaranteed status, one or the other. And then it does more damage. Oh, Volbeat's actually really good. Mimikyu. Whoa. What? That's really good. That'd be great just to have like one in the back in case your opponent goes crazy on evolutions. That's really, really good. If your opponent has any bench Pokemon, choose one of them. Attack does 20 damage to it. If Pikachu or Substitute are in play, since this attack deals 40 damage and this Pokemon takes 10? What? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Tangela, Dupiter, Yanma, Meowth, Looper, Applin. Or maybe she wanted an Applin. Okay. Well, we can trade that Applin, I guess. That's pretty good. Did you want an Applin? No, I'm sorry, not you. You. I do have an Applin now. Yeah, we can trade it. Got an Appleton. So now we need Applins to be able to use this card. Delicious Aroma and Sweet Impact. Heads, deal 10 damage from one of your Pokemon. Sure. If this deals damage, heal 10 damage from this Pokemon. If this has any fire energy, it does 20 more damage. Okay. That's pretty sweet. Yeah. I wonder, let's take a look at our deck. Let's take a look at making a new deck, which we're not going to be able to fully make because the Magnemite and Friends deck is using up all the trainer cards we want, and you can't use the trainers in both decks that you have. Right? They didn't fix that. No, they didn't. See, this Oak is 0 out of 0, Bill 0 out of 0, so we would need to go back in and do something with that. But can we make... How good of a fire deck can we make with what we have against this? So far, pretty bad. We don't have the Pokemon underneath this. We don't have the Pokemon above this. This is a full line, right? Yeah. We can do this. Energy Boost and Searing Flame. Energy Boost is good. Searing Flame, that's also pretty good. Centiskorch. Let's burn, discard the top 3 opponents. Okay, sure. Okay. You can use the discard for more damage. That's alright. So these guys are an alright start. Turtonator here could be okay. Just deals 20 damage to a benched Pokemon. And it's the same deal here. Okay. Salandit and Salazzle. Smog can poison. Does more damage if it's poison, sure. Salazzle, burning poison. I don't like having to discard to get that, but poisoned and burned is pretty good. No damage for each status condition. Okay, that's alright. Bagon, probably not so much, being that we'd also have to have water energy for that. The Druddigon, yeah, we still need water energy for that too. I don't think I want to use that. So we'd really just have... No, not these Houndours. Although... Yeah, we'd probably play those anyway. We can't use the Emboar because we don't have anything else there. So 12 fire Pokemon? Plus some of these guys. We could get this group back. We could use Rampaw now. And we can't just save this, because it's... Ugh, that sucks. Alright, so we have to basically dismantle the whole Magnemite deck. Before we do that, though, let's go back to Mason's lab and see if we can save this deck in... Here? Is this where you save decks? Deck save machine, yep. Let's rename our Magnemite deck something else so we just know it's a different deck here. Change name to Electric. Company. Okay. So we can save the Electric Company deck. And now we can go in and we can modify this deck. And make what we were looking for. It's probably just a little bit more consistent against fighting a grass gym, grass club here. We can leave the Rookies in. And the Cyclizar. I don't think we need the Togepi and Togetix, though. And we wanted the Drampaw this time. Energy Retrieval might be good now that we have a bunch of cards that can discard. These Substitute Dolls might also be okay. Let's grab these potions, too. Oh, actually, let's grab a plus power. Okay, and then take out all the lightning energy. Oh, we only have 6 fire energy. Oh, that's so bad. That's the real problem there. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cancel. And I think we can play you. I think if we play him, we get like a big package of energy cards. Oh, but we have to play with a tutorial deck. Okay. Flail, Swarm the Wound. Basket Legion. That's Flail and Last Respects. Yeah, okay. It's not particularly great, but it's fine. It's weak to that. Okay. Bite's fine. So now we just win on turn 2. Because you didn't have another benched Pokemon? Okay. Alright! Are you gonna give me a bunch of energy cards? I hope the answer is yes. That was the case in the original game, right? Coliseum pack that's all energy? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Okay. 7. 8. 9, 10. 11. That puts us at 17 fire energies. Okay. Let's try to play you one more time. Because we want to get at least 20. Alright, I think we can just do the same thing, right? Do these always play out the same way? They might. Yeah, he's got nothing on his bench. We go first again. Maybe these always just play out the same way? I guess so. Hey, you know what? I'm fine with that. If it just means getting easy packs of energy for us to be able to make decks earlier, totally for it. All right, we are looking for at least 3 more fire energies. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. It doesn't matter. We just take all the energy. Thank you. Now I'm going to go back here because we're going to want to register this new deck that we make. That does mean we have to go back here and remake the entire deck, which isn't a huge deal, but it is just a little slower. This is not an amazing deck, but it is at least, you know, it knows what it's gonna do here. Energy retrieval, these substitute dolls. I wanted a potion and a plus power. I think that was it, right? Yeah. I think I'm gonna go 19 and then a double colorless. Maybe 2 double colorless. Who actually wants the double colorless? Rookity, yeah, you guys are all fine with that. Cyclizar wouldn't mind it. Grandpa wouldn't mind it. Okay, we'll bump it up to 2. And I suppose we're here, so let's just save this deck too. Oh, we didn't name it. What do we want to call this deck? How about Super Hot Fire? Fire. This is not a very good deck. But it is potentially good against the grass. The Grass Club. Alright, we've been going on a while. Let's make this our last match. Okay, let's go, Heather. I think I'd rather do damage on turn 1. We have no energy cards in our hand. We have 2 energy searches, we'll be fine, but that's still kind of surprising. Okay. A bit annoying, but okay. Drew a fire energy. Okay. Yeah, let's just keep grabbing some energies for now. not grab a double colorless energy with an energy search. So we'll just grab these. And we use Smog. No poison. That's too bad. Poison could have made this a 2-turn kill. I guess it is still a 2-turn kill if we use the second attack, right? I think that Yan Mega just is gonna murder us, isn't it? Can't use Sonic Boom unless she throws another grass energy on it. Linear attack deals 30 damage to just to a bench Pokemon, so can't actually hit the active. That's all right. Sonic Boom does a lot. Both players have the same hand size. This attack deals 40. This attack does 30 more damage. So it could do 70 damage. Her hand's 3, my hand's 3, but she'll draw a card. I could also burn my potion now. Yeah, I'm actually gonna burn my potion now to 1, keep my hand lower, and 2, that Sonic Boom can do 40 damage and it doesn't. So now it won't kill the Houndour. Okay, Fire Energy is fine to discard with Oak if we need to. Just using linear attack, that's fine. Are you gonna take out the substitute doll? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. You don't get anything for that. Salandit. How big is Salandit? 50 HP. Kinda no reason to play it right now. This is week 2. Lightning. Okay. And what's our second attack do? If your retreat cost is 1, the defending Pokemon retreat cost is 1 more until end of next turn. Everyone who has the most bench Pokemon in play, you draw 2 cards. I mean, we're tied. I guess that's not the most. Poisoning this thing would not be bad, but it is just less consistent overall. I don't think there's a reason for us to use our Oak right now. I'm gonna throw this on Sizzlipede, which might make it more of a target for the linear attack. Also, her hand is 3. She'll draw another card. She can play another card, though. Maybe we do play the Salandit just to keep the Sonic Boom from hitting us hard. I want to try for the poison. Okay, nice. That's good. That gives us a little bit more reach on our attacks here. Or forces her to switch it out, which we're also fine with. Boss's orders. That switches a Pokemon, right? Flip a coin if heads switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. On a serialist prize means you can use this without flipping a coin. Okay. I do have 3. Yeah, so she doesn't have to flip. Alright, so she kills the Centiskorch. Or the Sizzlipede, sorry. That's fine. And she had the same amount of cards. Okay. Well. She still takes the poison damage. Alright, Bill, can you get us anything good? Pokeball and a Salandit. Yeah. What's Salandit do? Yeah, the Smog and the Venoshock. This thing is already poisoned. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Still think you give it to the Salandit, though. This draws me a bunch of cards now, right? Being trapped? Yeah, so if that draws me more cards... So I don't want to play my other Salandit. What if I just Oak? And we get 7 because she's at 3 or less prizes. Potion, Fire Energy Switch. Okay. Still don't want to play the Rookity, because then we would have the... So let's use Entrap now. Grab the other couple cards. We played our energy, right? Yeah. Okay. Entrap, that's going to make this thing harder to switch out. She has the energy to do it if she needs to, but we drew some cards. She's forced to retreat or just sack this. But I think she's going to want to retreat, which is going to lose. No, she just attacks. And we live. And that dies. Okay. Sure. Switch is good. A bill is good. Corvus Squire and another Salandit. Okay, now we can play that Rookity. I want to check this Yanma. U-turn 10, agility 20. She can't use that, though. Okay, trying to figure out the math here. Are we going to be able to kill? No, we wouldn't be able to kill with Corvus Squire next turn. Yeah, that's not... We definitely want to use Potion, though. Because she doesn't have enough energy to be able to use Yanma's best attacks next turn. Or Yanmega's next best attacks, even if she evolves it. I think we can play the Salandit now. Because we were already losing the bench thing for Entrap. And we don't really need the cards anymore. We're going to start putting these on Rookity, knowing that we'll be able to switch to Corvus Squire at some point. And we already played the energy, right? No, yeah, we just did that. Idiot. Alright, back to this question. Do we play Entrap now and go for the guaranteed 20? Or do we try for the Smog? I think you try for the Smog here. Because if it works, that's 30 damage that this thing takes. If she doesn't switch it out. And she probably would, even with the U-turn, it gets switched out. But if she is going to U-turn, then you just take the guaranteed 20, right? Yeah, I think I've talked myself into it. We do this. Get the guaranteed 20. Ah, she finished turn without attacking. Okay, so the Smog would have... Well, we could Smog... No, Smogging now doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, let's just entrap now. On the off chance she evolves this into Yanmega. Okay, she's just sacking this thing. That's fine. Oh. I probably should have kept that other Salandit in our hand, knowing that we had that in our deck. That's a little rough. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna retreat. I'm gonna put the Corvisquire in. And since this only needs 10 to die, I'm gonna use Messenger and get a little card selection. Energy retrieval, substitute to all fire energy. I guess just the energy's fine. Damn, that would have been really nice if that was a Corviknight. Flip coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is poisoned. If tails, they're paralyzed. Okay, I guess we're hoping for poison. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna be able to switch out regardless. That's not bad at all. We honestly could even stay in if we wanted to. Oh, actually, even better. Even better. Take this Cyclizar and turn it into Corviknight. Play the Corviknight. Poison gets healed. This needs a 4th energy, right? Yeah, for Hurricane, which does... If you didn't KO your opponent's active Pokemon, put it and all cards attached to their hand. So we don't kill it, but we do... Okay, sure. I think that probably just ends up working for us. We could also use Steel Wing if we wanted to. Steel Wing does 30, and then we take 20 less damage. But then that gives it another chance to paralyze us. We don't want that, so... Yeah, we just Hurricane. So now she's just in a spot where like, she can't keep up with us. Bill works. Drawing a lot of energy. Let's put one on this Houndour. That's all we got. So yeah, we'll just take the kill here. And that's our last prize, right? Yeah, okay. Sweet! That's pretty well played. Ooh, a Raichu. Interesting. Pretty good. Pignite. Okay, we're so close. We just need the Tepig, and then we have this line. Takedown and Flamethrower. Yeah, that's okay. Take a tough Excelgor. We saw she used Excelgor pretty nicely. That seemed like a good one. Breloom is generally pretty good. If any Pokemon's asleep, if the defending Pokemon's an evolved Pokemon, it's also poison. That's so nuts. That's so good. But this wants you to dual typing. You wouldn't have to, but still you'd probably want to. Murkrow. Kind of interesting. Another switch. Alright. Oh, another Lucario. That's pretty sweet. Another Excelgor, Bayleaf, Ledge. A Tepig, there you go. I don't think 1-1-1 is a good thing for us to have. We want it to be more like a 3-2-2. But it's not bad. Tackle and okay. Energy Search. Okay. Not the worst in the world. I don't think there's anything to switch in the deck right now. So we'll probably just leave it there and know that we're going to go up against this person next. So I think that's where we call it today. If we config, no. Diary, that's what we want. And we will save our game there. All right, folks. Another successful day of I'm Still Just a Bill here on JCK Plays. Thanks for joining me, and we will catch you on the next one where we will, keep working on this Grass Club. Seems like a solid spot to grind out a few more cards. Till then, catch you later.